One of the habits of the wealthy people are to get up very early in the morning. This has been known through different studies, through all kinds of conversations we have publicly, and there are so many different books written on the benefits of getting up early in the morning. This doesn't mean you're not going to make it in life if you don't get up early in the morning. It simply means that you increase your chances by accomplishing something meaningful and important if you get up earlier. The reason for that also is to establish your circadian rhythm. Circadian rhythm means that you go to bed at approximately the same time as you wake up. So you have a stability and you have a rhythm that allows you to establish homeostasis. If you do not have homeostasis, which is balance throughout the day, you're highly likely to be hormonally dysregulated. And this affects women much more than men because women's cycle is monthly due to their menstruation, which is period, ovulation, and the slight hormonal changes in their behavior. For us men, it is slightly different, but we are still very, very similar. It is very important to focus on these aspects and to be aware of how hormones affect our behavior and how different aspects of our habits can significantly impact our behavior, our genetics, and who we are. This is referred to as epigenetics, and it is a branch that allows us to explore how environment affects genetics and biology. For example, if you're in a low noise environment, you're very likely to focus and to remain focused rather than not focus on the environment, rather than be distracted and unproductive. Think it like this. Try to pause this video for a second and ask yourself, how am I feeling right now, without labeling it? So sit in this moment and ask, do I feel balanced? Do I feel like I'm in a homeostasis? Do I feel ready to take on the activities of the day? And if not, that's a really important thing to note, because that exactly means that you might be needing to do such a thing, whatever that means. And here is where creativity comes. If you're doing the same thing to get yourself in that mood every day, that becomes mechanical to your brain, and your brain already knows what's going to happen, so there's a level of predictability. And what is needed at this point is some creativity, something new. For example, if what you do to make yourself feel good is jump around or dance, then what is needed next time is to simply maybe play a new song, or do 10 push-ups, or go out and have a walk, to increase the diversity and to increase how differently your day can be and how differently they're composed, to give your brain a new experience so it can link new neurons and create new neural connections. And yes, believe it or not, neurogenesis, which is the generation of new neurons, is actually present in adult humans. It is only present in two regions of the brain. One is the hippocampus, and the other one is the olfactory bulb, which is in charge of what we smell and how we identify with our environment and find ourselves in it through our sense of smell. It is very important that you're aware of these small things and facts about the human body that can actually help you get into homeostasis. So what does this mean? It means have a healthy environment, have some fruit on your table where you can see it, increase the chances and likelihood of engaging into good and positive behavior by having cues in your apartment about what you can do. For example, for me, the guitar is there, which means, Milan, you should play the guitar. You should, here's a microphone, you should maybe record more and be more active because you want to create this beautiful life of yours and you are creating it. There's all these cues that you have constantly. If your environment hasn't changed for a while, then you need to look around and see, well, my environment hasn't changed in a while. Have I done all these things that I need to do on the list? Why are they still there? Why are they piling up? So make sure to clear off as many things as possible from any of the lists you might have, to-do list. And be mindful at the same time, you are much more than a to-do list. But at the same time, it is necessary for us as humans to have goals. And at the same time, to not be attached to those goals. That is the key, and that is the essence. And I will show you the book that taught me this. As most of you know, I'm a really book nerd and I love reading, and one of the best books I've read that really binds together spirituality, science, and deep exploration of human behavior through emotions, through levels of consciousness is this book. And it's called Power versus Force by Dr. David Hawkins, who passed away, who is no longer alive. And it is one of the best books that I read that taught me to be aware and mindful of my emotions and to see them as indicators of my level of consciousness, also understanding it on a neurobiological level and not just going into this woo-ha, which is very easy to do because the spiritual so-called reality is a very attractive place to be rather than reality, which is all-encompassing, of which spiritual reality is a part of. Do what you need to do to get yourself in this homeostasis. Do what you need to do to make yourself feel good. If you need consultations or remarks, you're free to contact me. Like and sub to the channel. Good morning and enjoy your day. Put a smile on your face. Do something that you like. Take care.